Hello and welcome back to a different video idea. We are doing this, this won't come out for a couple of weeks because this is just to fill
the gap sort of thing. Yeah.
That we won't be posting podcasts, so we thought, well, we'll pre-make some stuff.
Let's spread our horrible ball knowledge another way.
Exactly.
In advance.
This idea was taken from a podcast that I watched, Sharky Does Sports.
Shout out Sharks.
Shout out Sharks, yeah, exactly. So basically, this is just a top 10 list this one specifically is top 10 strikers from 2010 to now.
Yep.
So fits our generation at least.
Yes, absolutely.
We are a little younger.
Jeez, that young, right?
So we have got both me and Dan's list, as well as
Of our
two
top 10,
outside sources
Yep.
of some other mates of ours.
Coincidentally, both City fans.
Coincidentally. So that could, if the list is a bit skewed in ways that goes towards City, or that's why.
If their Walcott's the number one, you got two Arsenal fans, then you know why.
It was their doing, yeah. All right, so we've got in total we've got 15 players that the four of us have listed. So at some point.
You've collected the list.
So I've collected all four people's lists,
and you've done an average,
and I've done the mathematics,
and you've not told me yet.
I've crunched the numbers, and I haven't told you.
So I'm finding out with you.
And ranked them based on averages of who put them where.
Okay, fair.
So
okay. I like it.
We've got the top 10, but we also have 5 players who didn't quite make the top 10.
Yep. Lay them on me.
Those players.
Do you have are they in order as well?
They are also in order. I can also put them in order.
Give me number 15.
With 1 point, so one person put them 10th.
I feel like I know it's going to be.
Yeah. Is Jamie Vardy.
Oh, put them 10th.
Put them 10th. So one person put them 10th. So if they're in this video, it's because someone put them in their top 10.
Top 10, yep.
Somewhere, right?
Okay, Vardy.
So one person put them 10th. Jamie Vardy. I'll say both of them because there's 2 players on one. There's 2 players on 1 point.
Yeah, okay.
So you've got Jamie Vardy and you've got Olivier Giroud.
Giroud.
So I know who. Well, obviously I know who put each of them. I think you know who put one of them.
Yeah.
Jamie Vardy is a shout.
Yeah, look, he's heavily underrated. I only get 1 point.
Yeah.
From 2015, I think, onwards. In that season where Leicester won the league, he scored in 11 games in a row.
Yeah, he did do that. He broke the record.
Yeah.
Continues to have the record.
He still holds that record. He probably will for a while.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
He's been a massive staple of the second half of the 2010s.
Yeah. But top 10?
Well, apparently not.
Well, no.
Apparently not. Top 15.
The general consensus
top
says
15.
no. But and then Giroud.
Giroud. Look, so I put him as 10.
You did put him in 10.
I put him as 10.
And I'm wondering, what has he done?
So we're doing 2010s to now, right?
Yeah.
To today.
Yeah.
So what has he done? He's won FA Cups. He's helped Arsenal reach the most FA Cups of any team ever.
Yeah. Okay.
He didn't score 100 goals for Arsenal, which is a shame, but he then went to he won the league, I think, with was it with Montpellier?
Yep.
They won the league, didn't they? And he was top goal scorer there. He came to Arsenal.
Yeah.
And then he was, for the most part, he was a solid option.
I would genuinely, since I started supporting Arsenal, he's probably been like the best striker.
Yep.
Like obviously, we haven't had many, right? So this is from, I could say I've started supporting Arsenal from 2010.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Obviously, I did watch football a little bit. I was young, right? Mind you,
I'm probably around the same.
I was 6 in 2010, right?
Okay.
So let's chill out. I didn't know anything. Right?
Well, other way. Then he went to Chelsea, right?
Yeah.
And so he won the European Cup.
Yeah.
So and what else did he win at Chelsea? Did they win an FA Cup at the same time?
They won the Europa League.
Yeah, that's what I meant. The Europa League, the European Cup.
Oh, sorry.
Did he win anything else at Chelsea? I feel like he might have. Either way, he then went to AC Milan. They won the league there.
Yep.
He's won a host of cups. As well as the reason I put him in my top 10, right, is because
World Cup.
The World Cup as well.
World Cup as well.
He
obviously last year got to the final.
He is a Plan B striker.
Yeah,
like an old school classic, just whip the ball into the box striker, like we haven't seen pretty much since before 2010.
That's kind of like a lost player. Really, is that you don't have.
And he did it so well. To this day, you bring him on, you'd shit your pants.
Yeah,
because
there's not many kind of immobile strike. I mean, you do have immobile. He does play football still, but you don't have an immobile striker who can still score an outrageous amount of goals.
That's the thing, though. He was so integral to when he was at Arsenal, to Arsene Wenger's build-up play, and his link-up play was some of the best you see. Like you see the Jack Wilshere goal.
Yeah.
How he flicks it.
My favourite goal ever.
Goal against Norwich, yeah. Like, he had flicks, he had tricks, you whip it into him, he'll head it in.
Scorpion kick got... Scorpion kick. It did get Puskás Award,
so... didn't win Goal of the Month, that's another thing.
Yeah.
But no, he was genuinely so underrated for his technical ability.
Yeah.
And just his aerial prowess is one thing that you just haven't... In the top, the next 13 players, there's not going to be a player that competes...
No, that is similar to him in play style. No, that's right.
Player. So that's why I had to put him in the top 10.
Next in 13th and 12th, we have Aubameyang, which is another one of your picks, incidentally. And
does that mean he's got 2?
Yes, he does 2 points.
2 points.
So he has 2 points, and this player also has 2 points. Immobile.
Yep.
So
Immobile, you got in there.
Yeah, Immobile is there. I put Immobile 10th.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, I put him 10th.
Is his numbers
just based off his literally purely just based off his numbers. Like I mean, to be honest, I haven't watched much of him. I don't watch much Serie A.
You're a numbers man,
but I mean, obviously, he was at Dortmund for a little bit, and is at Serie A and has been smashing it for years and years. So I think his numbers warrant him getting 10th, and that's why I put him there.
Look, okay, I can see that.
And an outside host, my mate Caleb, also put him in 10th.
Yeah, okay.
So we both on the same page there.
And so what we've got, Aubameyang's the other one.
Aubameyang's on 2, and you put him 9th.
Who else put Aubameyang in there?
Oh, did you not put?
Oh no, I did.
You put him
9th.
You put him 9th, and no one else had it.
That's why he's got 2 points.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So you got 2 Arsenal players 9th and 10th.
Yeah.
Now see, I back Aubameyang. I did think about him for a bit, and you know what? His numbers at Dortmund are obviously nuts. I think he was just shy of 100 goals in 160 appearances or something like that.
Yep.
And then obviously for Arsenal, he was banging them in for a couple of seasons. And
for Arsenal, he got 68 goals in 128 games.
Yeah.
And
which
everywhere else he's gone, he's absolutely banged it.
Yeah.
Dortmund just shy of 100 goals in 144 games. Barca, he got 11 and 18. So it's...
Yeah. I forgot about his Barca. I don't know why I forgot about
He was prolific everywhere he went.
Yeah, exactly.
While he's fallen off the wagon at Chelsea, which I won't comment on. But even, he went to Monaco for a bit. He was at Lille for a bit.
Yeah.
He scored goals everywhere he went. That was
exactly.
Before 2010s,
yeah.
but 2010s, he was one of the most feared strikers.
But I feel like prior to, even in the years at Dortmund, he was the only other challenger there was to Lewandowski.
Yeah, exactly. In the German league, in the
Bundesliga, and then when he came to Arsenal, he got Golden Boot tied with Mane and Salah.
If you're thinking just 2010 to 2020, there was not a year there where Aubameyang didn't score a whole lot of goals. I'm pretty sure he got 20 goals every year for 2010 to 2020. That honestly would just about check out.
Apart from Monaco. Saint Etienne, yeah, sure.
Saint Etienne.
Possibly.
Dortmund,
yes. Arsenal, yes.
Yes.
Apart from last season. But
Arsenal's to 2020.
Yeah,
so.
no, you're, yeah. For
he was
the most
incredible.
part, you're right, yeah. And yeah, he was one of the most feared strikers just based on his pace, wasn't he?
His pure pace and his showmanship, and he got the attention of everyone, so he just was that guy.
Yeah.
And for me being the only one to put him in my top 10, I think is outrageous.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I thought about it.
Yeah. And I'd want to think that maybe someone else thought about it, but no.
Apparently not.
And the last honourable mention, so 11th place, just missing out, was Edin Dzeko. Edin Dzeko, who got 3 points, but was only picked by one person. Your mate Ryan picked him and put him 8th.
8th?
Obviously.
8th?
Yes.
Jesus.
So 8th.
And he didn't put Aubameyang in.
Nope.
Okay, first. Dzeko, no, look, the one thing you associate Dzeko with, although since he's been in Serie A, he's got bags of goals.
Yeah.
He's got 40 goals a season. I think he's the only player to get 40 goals a season in 3 different leagues. 40 goals a year, maybe.
Yeah,
I'm not
okay.
sure. or one of the only players along with
like
Ronaldo, I think.
Yeah.
But is the goal against QPR just before the 90?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. I'm putting this down to City fan tax. But you know what? He is very underrated. Like I do think he's a quality striker and has been.
Yep.
In a top 10 list though.
Yeah.
I don't know. But all right. So should we go from 10th? We've got
yes.
Let's
give
do
me
it.
10.
So 10th place. This
might
might be a surprise.
Or are there some link ups in there? Are there some?
What do you mean?
Like, is there 10th, 9, 8 all the way to 1, or is there two people in 8th, or is there?
No, none of these are tied. Which I thought there would be a tie somewhere, but none of these are tied. Okay, good. In 10th place on 5 points only, this was a surprise slightly to me. I mean, some of you younger people might think this is a surprise, but Kylian Mbappe is number 10. For us, really, so Kylian Mbappe has been killing it since 2018.
Yeah.
Right? So for 4 or 5 years now.
So originally we said this list was going to be 10 to 20.
Yeah.
2010 to 2020, which is why I just left him out.
Yeah.
Because as good as he was in 2018, 2019.
Yeah.
And
to be honest, it was probably to do with, he was a late addition for me, so he wouldn't even be in this list if I didn't put him in, because...
Where'd you put him?
So his points are... So...
I just think, right...
Caleb put him 9th.
Yep.
And I put him 8th.
Okay, so
now the reason I put him 8th, I'll cover it separate later. There's a reason that he's in 8th apart from lower.
Yeah, okay.
But I think the last 5 years he has put up disgusting numbers. The other day he just hit 200 goals for PSG.
See, that's mad. He's he's 23, 22.
Literally, and he's been at PSG for only like 3 years of his career, 3.5 years of his career.
I put that down to, not to be that guy, but French league tax.
Yes.
However, if he had gone to Spain or something,
also he won the World Cup. Yep. Not the one just gone, but the one before.
Scored a hat trick in the World Cup final.
How old was he when he did that?
Yeah,
19.
Yeah, would have been 19.
Like 19, that's 19. Ridiculous. And then just carried France to the final. In the final, scored a hat trick.
Yeah.
He's a quality striker.
He's gonna be.
He's gonna be the striker of this generation.
Grab himself a couple Ballon d'Ors, but
there's absolutely players above him.
Yeah. Well, for the 2010s.
For the 2010s, yeah.
I think at the end of it, if you're doing it in total, he'll probably come out on top.
Yeah, I think it's fair that he gets that 10th spot. Yeah, because to talk about him
for a stable to get him in the conversation.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. In 9th, somewhat maybe surprising, a PSG relation there.
Yeah.
Cavani, Edison Cavani.
Okay.
Now he got 6 points, so just beating Mbappe.
Yep.
Which he has. I think it might be 200 goals flat for PSG.
Yeah, he bagged.
So obviously Mbappe just got 200 for PSG.
Yep.
But Cavani in his career at PSG has 200.
Far out.
So that just shows you Mbappe is on for... Yeah. So this is the thing, right? Cavani has, I think it's 200 and 300 and something. Like 300, just over 300 appearances.
Yep.
Right? So which is a pretty darn good record considering there was a better striker at PSG at the time when he was there, really.
Yep.
Went to Man United for a bit. When he was at Man United, I thought he did amazing. Like I thought that he was quality there.
Yeah.
What?
Who? Yeah. Okay.
Cavani. Yeah, but PSG, he was just different. Like I remember him in the Champions League.
I remember him with Ibrahimovic. Those two were just insane.
Exactly. Yeah. But at that time, it was always Ibra, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was always
Ibra smashing it. Whereas Cavani. He was at Napoli before he went to PSG, and he got 52 goals in 69 games
200
for Napoli.
Appearances for PSG.
200. Oh, sorry.
200 appearances,
138 goals.
Yep.
I really butchered that, didn't I?
Bottle that.
I really bottled that. I think I must have misread it. But either way, 138 goals in 200 games. See, you don't see many players with numbers like that.
The thing is, though, after that, he just fell off.
Yeah. Oh, at United, yeah. But I thought, so those 41, he's got 41 appearances for United when he was there for the 2 years, or a year and a half, or whatever it was, right? Half of them were sub appearances, for sure.
Yeah,
right?
true.
He didn't start for them, really, for very long.
They had Ronaldo over that time.
Yeah. But in his time at Napoli, he went on loan to Napoli before he actually signed there and got 26 in 35.
Yep.
And then when he went to Napoli, he got 52 in 69.
Yeah, fair.
I think he's a quality striker from the 2010s. I think just his time at PSG was just like crazy.
Yeah, fair.
Obviously, from this speech, you can probably tell that I was the one who put him on my team.
I didn't.
However,
vote for Cavani.
I put him 7th, so he got 4 points from me, but he also got 2 points from Ryan.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
So Ryan put him 9th, which I was glad to see because he was one of the players that at the start of this making this list, I was like, yeah, I want to put him in there as an underrated striker.
No, fair
Because
enough.
I thought, yeah, for sure,
I'd absolutely have him in my honourable
Yeah.
mentions. I wouldn't put him in my top 10.
Yeah. Okay, buddy. All right, moving on to 8th place. Sorry, I'm just trying not to show you at the same time.
Yeah.
8th place, we have Antoine Griezmann,
8th,
which I was surprised at this.
I think he needs to be a bit higher.
Because I think I'm the only person who didn't put him in my list.
I think he needs to be higher than 8th.
So for Ryan, put him 7th.
World Cup winner. Absolutely bagged at Atletico.
Yeah.
Their best
You know
player.
what? I actually didn't even think about him, right? I think I did. I think, because I saw when you put him in.
Yeah.
I saw your list, obviously, when you gave it to me. But even when I saw it, I was like, he doesn't do anything to me. He doesn't scare me. I think that's the issue here. Is that, yes.
You know what does scare me? It's seeing him do the Fortnite L dance when he came to the Emirates.
or the World Cup.
Pain.
Oh, jeez.
Nah, but he genuinely, he's always up there in the World Cup. He always smashed it for France.
Yeah, true.
So good at Atletico. How do you go at Barca? I don't know if he actually did as well
I
as.
don't even know. I don't know the stats
think
at Barca, to be
but-
honest. But either way, Carla put him 8th. You put him 8th.
Yep.
And Ryan put him 7th.
Okay.
So, what decent little spot for him.
He is.
So maybe I
more-
should have thought about him.
As far as a 9 goes, I think he more drops in a little bit. He's not the prolific front man that you think.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think as well, he was one of the best cards when it came to FIFA's peak years.
Yes.
His team of the season always slaps though.
Oh yeah. All right. So in 7th, you know what? Oh no. So in 7th place we have Wayne Rooney
Yeah, I knew
with
that was coming.
14 points. Right?
Okay, wait. So I'm not the only one who voted for him.
You are not. You are absolutely not the only person that voted for him.
Can't
right?
Because
Something stuck in my throat.
Because I know it was kind of. So I put him in, and then I heard the argument that
Yes.
basically from 20
from 2010 onwards,
he kind of dropped a bit deeper.
He dropped deeper positionally. Yeah. I don't see him as much of a striker.
Yeah.
And that's why. So his points came from, you put him 7th.
Yep.
Carla put him 5th, which is where he got most of
okay.
his points, right?
Well, I had him, I think, 4th originally.
yeah, okay.
And then I thought, well, before 2010 was mostly when he was a striker.
Yeah.
But I was looking at his stats and I saw after 2010 he did get like 3 or 4 20-plus goals per season. And then he kind of fell off after that.
Yeah.
After that, he got 8.
And he's early. And obviously, he first came about in 2004.
Yep.
Like he killing it at, when he came on the scene at Everton and scored that screamer against us and obviously the bicycle.
Yeah.
But I think prior to 2010 was, when he was really he peaked early, didn't he? Rooney.
Yeah, he kind of did.
And he kept it. He kept it. And then 2010, I think,
I don't think it's that he peaked early. It's that he went to America early.
Well, true, yeah. He
Like,
is young, isn't he?
he was
he's
like- I
still,
think he was like-
he's
it's
37 now and he's
It's like
retired.
Thierry Henry. I
And
think
he's
it was
been retired
like
for years.
what do you say? So he was like 30, 31 when he went to America.
Yeah.
It's like he could have kept going.
He
at the
didn't
top
have
level.
he didn't have the body to keep playing. He killed himself in the first couple of years of his career.
Well, who's next then?
So, in 6th place, so this is a big jump. Rooney had 14 points, and in 6th place we have Harry Kane on 21 points.
Ooh, so the top 5 is pretty.
So top 5 is there's more
consensus.
points. Yeah, exactly. You
Harry
put him.
Kane.
Where'd you put Kane?
I think I put him 4th.
You put him 5th.
5th. Okay.
You put Kane 5th.
Yep.
I put him 6th.
Yep.
Carla put him 7th. And Ryan put him 4th.
4th. Yeah. See. Yeah.
So it's all that middle kind of pack. It's not quite pushing that top 3.
He kind of came around the same time as Vardy.
Yep.
15, 16.
15,
Everyone
16.
was saying he's a one-season wonder.
Yep.
And he just kept bagging them.
Yeah.
And he kept
And he
bagging
has.
them. And he's still
And
bagging them.
he's on track to beat Premier League record.
One of his best
goal-
seasons he's having this season.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's like you don't even know about it because
Haaland.
you've got a robot in the league.
But because AI is advanced enough to
Yeah.
put their own robot in the league. But
Yeah.
I think he's bagged so many goals, and as you
Yeah.
said, he's on track to beat Alan Sheeran, be the
Yeah.
Premier League's most prolific goal scorer,
Yeah.
if you will, and then
And he's on track to be the best goal scorer in the league without ever winning a trophy.
that was my
Which
next one.
is my argument because
See, I've put Giroud in there because he's won a few amount of trophies.
that's
He
the
had-
thing
he didn't
as
score
well.
as many
is that,
goals.
yes, you might not be a goal scorer, but were you a striker that was in a team competitive enough to win trophies, or get honours of some sort?
Yeah.
And Kane isn't.
Kane
He's
just-
in the list because he has the goals.
He's
right?
held himself back.
If he ever won a Prem, if he ever won trophies, he would absolutely be pushing this top three, in my opinion.
Yeah,
For
absolutely.
sure.
I reckon.
Because
Easily.
because at the end of the day, he probably, for a lot of people, he probably is
He's held
the
himself
best
back.
striker in the Premier League ever.
He's absolutely held himself back by staying at Spurs.
Absolutely.
He could be in that best ever debate
And you know what?
had he left.
You know what?
Earlier.
Even if, say he's been at Spurs and he's been smashing it. Imagine if he was at a Man United
That's what I was
or a
saying.
City or even an Arsenal this season. sort
City
of thing.
haven't necessarily needed him. They've already won millions of titles. But imagine he
Well,
went to
yeah, but
United.
for the sake of him, he could almost have that record
Imagine he
already.
went to
goal
United.
scoring
Imagine he went to
record.
Liverpool.
He could, yeah, exactly.
They would have City would
He'd
as
have
many
more
titles as they
goals
do.
than what he has now, even though he's absolutely smashing it.
Yep.
But he just has no titles to his name.
Long
So,
may that
It's
continue.
unfortunate
eh?
for him, but
long may that
whatever-
continue.
Yeah, whatever floats your boat, Hurricane. In fifth, so now top five.
Yep.
We have there's a 1 point gap between Kane and this player.
Okay.
So in fifth, we have Kareem the Dream.
Kareem the Dream.
And we're not talking about Adeyemi. We're talking about the man who just won the Ballon d'Or
Kareem Adeyemi.
last year.
Yeah, that's true. That's one thing as
and
well.
that's one thing. Exactly.
He
So
has a Ballon d'Or to his name.
he
has
has
a
one
World
thing
Cup.
that no other player in this list has, which is a Ballon d'Or, and he's fifth.
Yeah, how crazy that is.
Yeah. So Karim Benzema got 22 points, only one more than Kane.
Yep.
People that put him in. Ryan put him sixth.
What is he? Is he Real Madrid's highest or second highest all-time goal scorer?
second highest.
Behind Ronnie?
Probably, I'd say so. Yeah.
But he's ahead of Raul.
Yeah. I think. I'm unsure, to be honest.
Okay.
But I mean, yeah.
With Leon, I think he was their top scorer. Leon, I think he won him a league, did he?
I think he's got over. You know what? I want to say 500 appearances
Okay.
for Real Madrid, but I think I might be wrong.
3 league titles at Leon.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Jesus.
So it's 400 or 500. I know that for a fact. He's got
Yep.
over 400 or 500 appearances for Real Madrid, which is just crazy with the amount of goals that he has as well as that.
430, I think it is, according to Wikipedia. Trusty
Yeah.
source.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh, so sorry. Ryan's got him sixth. You've got him fourth.
Mm-hmm. I think being the only one to win a Ballon d'Or, that just puts him above.
Yeah.
That gives
for
him
sure,
something,
for
obviously,
sure,
that
for
no one
sure.
else has. And it's
Yeah.
just, you can't really argue.
Yeah.
Puts him- yeah.
Carla put him sixth as well, and I put him fourth as well. So both of us put him
His-
fourth.
His longevity as well. Because how
Yeah.
old is he? He's
35?
35 now. Which actually, a lot of these, the top four that I'm thinking,
A lot of these guys are all old.
are all going to be older.
Well, yeah, because I think it's a consistency thing as well. It's
And
like
he's
who's
been
been
able
around
to-
during the entirety of the 2010s.
And he's been able to be one of the players that's outlasted the
Exactly.
Messi and Ronaldo
Yeah,
era
yeah.
and get himself a Ballon d'Or.
Yeah. Yeah, which is pretty impressive in itself, really, because
Yep.
obviously not many players have done that.
Yep.
So fourth, we've got 4 points more than Benzema. On 26 points, we have Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Ooh, the
Which is
biggest ego.
The biggest
In the
ego.
list.
And you know what? I think it kind of backed what he was, really.
Yeah.
Really.
No, the thing is, you got players that will talk the talk. This man will back up everything
This
he
man,
says.
you know what? It didn't matter if he didn't walk the walk. You wouldn't want to get near him.
Exactly.
So
You see his nose coming from a mile away. You see that man bun from a mile away. And
was it Joey Barton that tried to square up to him that one
yeah.
time?
And it just never ends well for you, basically.
No.
Because he was just an absolute beast of a man. And he was similar to Giroud in that his physique was just locked up to him. And he was so much more technical than Giroud, though. Yeah. And agile. And like that goal he scored for Ajax when he was at Ajax was just insane. He scored some absolute bangers. The one for Sweden, the bicycle from 100 yards out. Yeah. Just insane.
I think as well, he's probably had the career that any player could dream of.
Yep.
Obviously, prior to 2010, this is the thing. He's 41. If anyone has longevity, it's him. Yeah. Right.
He's not one for loyalty though, is he?
No, but you know what? He's gone to all different leagues and he's proved that he can do it in all different leagues.
Yeah, true.
That he whatever league he wants, right? You've got started at Ajax, 35 goals in 74 games. Went to Juve, 23 and 70. Inter Milan, 57 in 88. Yeah, Barcelona, 16 in 29.
As if he only played 29 games for Barca.
Yeah, I know, right? Hey.
With Thierry Henry, Messi, I think Eto'o as well. And
then went on loan to AC Milan, scored 14 on loan in 29 games. Then went and signed for AC Milan properly, scored 28 in a season. Mm-hmm. Then PSG, had 4 years at PSG, 122 appearances, and he scored 113 goals.
Yeah, fair.
If anyone, there's not many players who have a better record than of goals to games than that, really.
Absolutely fair.
Then, like we were saying before, went to Man United. And at this point, right, he'd
done his ACL then after United. And like 40 years old.
Yeah.
And he's back still.
Yeah.
He's back
still playing. He's playing for PSG at 30 years old and smashed 113 goals. Yep. Then moved to Manchester United when he's 35, scored 17 in a season in the Premier League. What is the hardest league, right?
That's just insane.
Done that at 35, right? People talking about Ronaldo's longevity. And he did that last season. He did that last season at basically the same age.
Yep.
Or the season before, and got the props for that. Then obviously went to America. Absolutely, just showed everyone why America's.
Didn't he score a goal from halfway as well?
Yeah. 53 goals for LA Galaxy in 58 appearances, and then went back to AC Milan during COVID.
He's just
and has 33 and 62. Like he is just.
He is a player who has handled his age well.
Yeah,
as in. He knows he's not going to be the main man now.
Yeah.
But when he is, he bags. Like at AC Milan, he's not starting every game.
Yep.
He's vibing on the bench with Giroud. But he's watching players like Leao get it done. And he's just...
Yeah.
And he's happy to...
He's accepted it now, where he's kind of
not in the media.
I'm at the end of my career.
He's not going to like Piers Morgan sort of thing.
No.
He's kind of... and he's still doing what he does.
Yeah.
So it's just insane how...
So props to him. And I also want to add in there, he's got 62 goals for his country.
Yeah.
Sweden.
Yeah, fair.
So...
In 121 games.
Yeah. So,
ratio.
he has the numbers, he has the ego, and he has the career to back up.
And the charisma.
So what? Was he fourth?
Yep.
So fourth in the end, 26 points. All right. Third place, we have the man who probably created the best Premier League moment ever.
No way. We've got Reece Nelson.
We have Reece Nelson in third place. Everybody, wow. Obviously, you can tell what we've just come off.
Yep.
No, Sergio Aguero, 30 points, which is pretty decent compared. I weirdly didn't know if he was going to be here.
Okay. No, what do you mean? In top 3 or top 10?
In top 3.
Okay. Yeah.
I put him 5th. Ooh. Yeah. Bit low, actually. You're right. You're right. Kind of brutal. Maybe that's a good reaction to me, actually.
That's kind of brutal.
5th place for me, but the players I've got above that are the top 2.
Yep.
Ibrahimovic in 3rd and Benzema in 4th. Okay. So it's like we've just made the argument that Ibrahimovic has had this amazing career.
Yep.
Benzema, who's below Ibrahimovic, who won a Ballon d'Or, and then Aguero.
Yep.
It's a tough list.
That top 5, I think the top 2 probably speaks for itself, but that 3 to 5 is just insane.
Yeah.
To pick. Any of those 3, you could put him anywhere.
Yeah.
But I think Aguero what he's got on his side is that you had Manchester City, a team that was largely up and down wherever in the Premier League.
Yeah.
And he sort of kickstarted he was a marquee signing for when they were bought by new owners.
Yeah.
And he's been at the front line for all their titles, all their successes into their new era, which is
basically created what City is now.
Yeah.
Or kickstarted it, really, didn't he?
It's mostly down to players like him and David Silva and Vincent Kompany.
Oh, yeah.
They are as good as they are now.
Yeah.
And they now can say that they've got that history of having legends. Like, he was probably one of their first ever legends.
Yeah.
So
absolutely. Yeah. He's got, like you said, the goal, the moments. He's got the goals.
And you talk about that moment. Like, that's probably the best moment in football history.
Yeah.
Let alone Premier League history, football history. The stakes on it, the timing of it, just everything. The composure to go around the last man.
Yeah,
it's just
Unfortunately,
the fact that it was against their biggest rivals.
Not a great heart though, does he? Unfortunate for him. Anyways,
you're not a great heart either.
Okay, mate. Moving on.
Anyway,
second place, Lewandowski. So it's probably pretty easy to predict who's first.
Danny Welbeck. So Lewandowski second. I did want to say, I did a bit of research on him. I had his numbers here. He was at Dortmund originally, from 2010 to 2014.
Yeah.
He got 74 goals in 131 games. That's fair, right? That's good for a striker.
Yeah, especially at Dortmund. I feel like,
Yeah. And then he goes to Bayern 2014 to 2022. He has got 238 goals in 253 appearances.
If we think Ibrahimovic's record at PSG is nuts, then that is...
It's just
different.
Silly. It's silly. And I really... What was it, 2019 or 2020? He should have won the Ballon d'Or for me.
Oh, absolutely.
I think
it was 2020.
It wasn't
because it was COVID.
Who won it. It was... I think Messi won it in the end.
Yeah.
But I really think Lewandowski should have Ballon d'Or to his name.
Absolutely. People were crying out for it. Like saying, people were even saying, how does Messi even deserve that? Lewandowski dominated that season. It was disgusting. He won the Champions League. It just, the numbers he put up, and even then, it's like he'd been putting up those numbers for years.
Yep.
And it was just, now finally Messi and Ronaldo hadn't quite done what they had been doing for all those years, and now it was Lewandowski's time to get some recognition, and he didn't somehow.
It was it was an absolute farce that he didn't win that because he was
Henri not winning it.
Easily the best
when
player.
Nedved won it.
Yeah,
with those numbers,
don't get me started on that.
Yeah, anyways.
But what's his Poland numbers as well?
I don't know. I actually always have this. He never
78
scores for Poland
goals
for me.
in 138 games.
Okay, I'm lying. I'm lying. But but any time that Poland are in like a in a competition, like in the Euros or in the World Cup, and you always think, obviously Lewandowski would score.
Yeah, you never really see him score in the big competitions.
Never ever. He scored that penalty against France.
Maybe they played San Marino a bunch of times.
Or maybe they must have. They must have. Portugal sort of stuff. Hey, where they play Luxembourg like 4 times. Ronaldo's got that stupid amount of international goals. And that's also one thing we didn't preface was Ronaldo isn't a part of this list. We did not include Ronaldo into this list because is he really a striker? Well, one, there's the argument. Well, is he a striker?
I'd say he is, but
I'd say he is too.
He's played a lot of his career as that number 7 left wing kind of.
So we could have counted him, and even if we did all regard him as a striker,
he's number 1 anyway.
He is always going to be number 1. So he is the best goal scorer ever.
If you want to do that, he's Sub-Zero.
Yeah, you United fans can all have him top.
He's Sub-Zero.
Whatever. Just put your Ronaldo top, but that's boring.
He's the GOAT, right?
So we have Lewandowski ended up on 38 points, right? So every single person put him second.
And does that mean every single person?
And that means every single person put this player first.
I didn't know Danny Welbeck had so much love.
Yeah, I know. It's almost crazy that everyone loves Danny Welbeck the same as we do. Especially these two City fans. No. You've got on 40 points, so an absolute clean sweep of this video.
He's not just eaten the competition, he's eaten
Chiellini's arm, Branovic's shoulder. You've got
He's
got everyone's DNA in his teeth.
It's Luis Suarez.
It is
40 points.
Yeah,
Yeah, crazy.
yeah. Clean
that's fair.
sweep, and I think rightly so. To be honest,
I think so as well.
I think he was just one of the most deadly. Like, you had in a team of, well, at Barca obviously when it was MSN.
Yep.
You
Yeah,
had
no.
Messi and Neymar, the two
One
most
of-
exciting players.
One
at
of,
that point.
if not the greatest trio in football history.
Yeah.
He made up part of that. I got more stats here as well. He's got the third most assists in football history, which is insane.
What in football history?
In football history, you got Messi, and then I think Muller, and then Suarez, which is just
So wait, so
insane.
Muller has the second most amount of assists in football history.
Yep.
Maybe that might have to. We might have to save him for a separate video.
Yeah, legit.
Different
like-
topic. Thomas Muller.
He won the La
I
Liga.
did not know that.
He won the La Liga 5 times. He won Spanish Cup a bunch of times.
Yeah.
He won a Club World Cup, a Champions League, the Copa America with
Yeah.
Uruguay. He was 5 times top scorer across the several different leagues he played in. What else he got? At Barca, he scored 147 in 191 games, as well as obviously getting a shitload of assists. He just was, and it's beyond just the goals and the assists. It's the shithousery, the
Yeah.
presence he had,
Yeah.
and the game against Ghana for Uruguay.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's terrible. And you could call it cheating, but he paid the price. He got a
Yeah.
red card, and they missed the penalty. So.
Yeah, and you know what? I also think, based off numbers, like just goal numbers, there's a shout for why Lewandowski should probably be above him.
Yep.
Just based off like record, like obviously Lewandowski, whatever it was, 238 and something like that, right? Yes, Suarez's record might not be as good. You know, he's got 69 and 110 for Liverpool.
Yep.
Which was, well, really at the start of his career as well, wasn't it? And, like, I think there's just something to say that the reason that Suarez is there, yes, he has the numbers, but just watching him.
He's got that dog in him.
He does.
He's
like,
him.
Yeah. And like you said, obviously, his
That
the assist
season he
numbers,
had
which aren't there
with
as well.
him and Sturridge at Liverpool was incredible.
Yep.
And he lifts everyone around him, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Him, Sturridge, and Coutinho, and then the Messi, Suarez, Neymar.
Yeah.
Just incredible, really.
Yeah.
And then Cavani and him for Uruguay. It's just
Yeah. Yeah. And you're right. He always just,
he was revered.
grabbed the headlines, and he was always in for some sort of crazy.
He's
antic.
not a great bloke, but he was revered.
Certainly,
multiple
certainly
reasons.
was. Yeah. So,
Hide your
I
shoulders.
think. I mean, obviously, I think having a clean sweep like that,
Yep.
where everyone puts you first. I mean, there's obviously something to say for that.
Yeah.
Same with Lewandowski, to be fair. So everyone had the same top two, of Suarez first, Lewandowski second.
Yeah, okay.
So the final list comes out to Suarez first, Lewandowski second, Aguero third, Ibrahimovic fourth, Benzema fifth, Kane sixth, Rooney seventh, Griezmann eighth, Cavani ninth, and Mbappe 10th.
You happy with that?
What do you think about that?
You happy with that?
I think,
I want to put a Aubameyang in there.
of course you do.
Bro,
And you know what? He probably does have the
2010
numbers.
to
Like as in
2020.
2010. Bin off Mbappe. Get him out. Put
2010 to
Aubameyang in there at
to
least.
2020, he is genuinely one of the best
was lethal.
fucking strikers.
But, no. He's unfortunately not on this list,
yeah,
Daniel.
okay.
But, yeah, I don't know. Let us know if you think that there's
Anyone we missed?
anyone we missed, because we could have missed something. All four of us could have missed someone that's just ridiculous and should be in there. So from 2010 onwards, let us know what you think about that list. And
we're gonna do a couple more of these.
Yeah,
as well,
there'll be
different
tons more of
positions,
these.
multiple different.
So
Let us know where you want us to do as well.
or any suggestions on lists as well.
suggestions, yeah,
So if you've
that's
got
what I
any
mean.
sort of top 10 lists that you want to see, and we can try and get them done.
Just keep an eye on our socials.
Yeah.
TikTok, YouTube.
Yeah. So this will just be an added
Instagram,
video on
Twitter.
YouTube.
Yeah. And we'll put it up as a podcast as
Yeah,
well.
we'll put it. Well, yeah.
So we're
yeah.
on Spotify
Yeah.
too. So just keep an eye out for all the different stuff. And
Yeah.
we got more coming at you.
Yeah. For sure. See ya.
Stay tuned.